Do you know why there are so many adults so reluctant to the idea of taking up wrestling as a hobby? I will tell you the secret now, but please don't spill the beans. After doing a lot of research and speaking to countless people, I came to the conclusion that there are two main reasons why most adults don't get into freestyle wrestling. And that's because, one, they don't know where to start, and two, they are too afraid of getting hurt. But what if I told you that it's an easier and faster way to learn wrestling without spending hours upon hours trying to remember complicated moves that you may never ever use in sparring? And guess what? You can actually learn wrestling in a fun and easy way that keeps you safe. In case we never met before, I'm Achilles. I'm a wrestling coach with over 30 years experience in freestyle wrestling, and I'm a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt.
He throws people around. He picks them up and beats them with the earth. He's the most terrifying wrestler ever.
As the co-owner of a martial arts academy, I often get asked the same question. How can I learn wrestling and where do I start? Well, stick around because today I'm going to share 4 practical tips that will kickstart your wrestling journey. Let's jump right in. Tip number 1, control. Control is key. First up, wrestling, it's all about control. It's not just about big takedowns and massive slams. The main goal is to make your opponent unable to move, which is why we aim to pin them. To get started, let's first reverse engineer the process. Instead of jumping into takedowns and learn complicated attacks, we first need to learn and focus on how to pin them. A great way to learn this is by learning how to cloak the body at the head end, while you are keeping your opponent flat on their back by controlling their head and shoulders. Remember, in wrestling, our heads are our fifth limb that we can use to escape, control, measure the distance, and so on. Tip number 2, top position. As you begin your wrestling journey, you may not know many moves, and that's okay. In fact, it's actually a very good thing. Remember, wrestling, it's an ancient sport. It's in our DNA. Look at what the Bible has to say about wrestling. And guess what? The rules haven't changed much since. The aim is still to overpower your opponent and pin them. Now, in order to help you get comfortable and aim for the top position, in our practice, we play a very fun game. In this game, both wrestlers wear ankle tags and the goal is to remove the other person's tag while staying on top. The person on the bottom can't reach for the tag, which makes this game a very exciting and scramble for the top position. It's a fantastic way to learn while having fun. Plus, knowing that this is just a game, adults won't take it too serious, so they are keeping it playful. The tendency in sparring is for most people to go full on, and that's when injuries happen. Tip number 3, master your stances. Before learning any takedowns or anything else, you need to learn how to move on your feet and maintain a very good stance. There are 2 main stances in wrestling, stagger stance and square stance. They are both very effective and you need to master them both so you can move quickly and fluidly on the mat. The aim is to circle and work easily on your feet in order to set up attacks. But remember, above all, a wrestler's stance should be fluid and relaxed. That's when your body is in a good position and the muscles are relaxed, attacks will be generated faster, more explosively. To practice this, we play another game where the participants try to remove each other's ankle tags while standing up on their feet. This helps build up balance and movement skills. Another great exercise is called sumo wrestling, where 2 participants try to push or pull each other out of a circle. It's a blast and it helps you develop a really solid stance. Tip number 4, personalization. Personalization of moves is very, very important. What does this mean? It means focusing on learning only a few takedowns that suit your body type and gradually build up from there. For example, If you are a bit older or heavier, traditional single leg or double leg attacks will be very, very challenging. And that's completely okay. Look, we need to accept the reality that unfortunately, we will never ever be able to shoot a double or a single leg takedown like Jordan Barros, for example. And that's okay. Instead of focusing and forcing complicated move, let's start with more simple and enjoyable ways of setting up, let's say, single leg takedown. We can, for example, use a simple technique that's called 2-on-1 or a Russian tie-up to set up a single leg takedown. This grip will allow you to gain very good control over your opponent's upper body and will set you up for a successful single leg attack. It's all about working smarter, not harder, and avoid putting yourself at risk of injury. To make this process even more enjoyable, we can actually turn it into a fun game. One game that we play in our club is where one person holds a ball while the other person tries to take it away from them by pushing or pulling each other out of a circle. This very playful approach not only makes learning more enjoyable, but also helps you develop a crucial control and balance ability to move while you're up on your feet. By focusing on techniques that work for you, you'll find that your confidence will grow and you'll make your wrestling journey both effective and fun. Now, before we wrap up, I really hope this video gives you the confidence to start learning wrestling. In my opinion, it's one of the greatest sports in the world, and it will truly make me happy to know that I've inspired someone to take up wrestling as a hobby. So, my advice to you is go out there and give it a try. And please, don't forget to let me know how you get on. If you like to see more content like this, please remember to like and subscribe to my channel. Your feedback means a lot to me. In the near future, I'm considering putting together a complete instructional or a roadmap for beginners just like you, so you can learn wrestling in a fun, playful, and safe way. If that's something you'd like to see in the future, please let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and remember this: wrestling is not hard, you are just doing it wrong. See you next time, everyone.